my kitchen. So for this week's video tutorial, I really wanted to share with you how I made this bunny rabbit cake topper. Now I think this would be perfect to go on top of a birthday cake or a baby shower cake or even a christening cake. So let's get started. Okay, so the things that we're going to need in order to make the rabbit cake topper is my gum paste here. Now I've just coloured this gum paste in a light grey colour, and this is going to be for the body of the rabbit. Now you can make in any colour you choose. I just chose grey because I thought it would show up on the white work surface. I've got some dark pink and some light pink and some white and some black. I've also got my rolling pin and my craft knife, some paintbrushes and my modelling tools, some edible glue and just a dusky pink edible tint, a wooden skewer and a few cocktail sticks, plus a piece of wire. Now this is just a wire that's been covered in white, and this is a 24 gauge wire. I've then got my wire tools and just some corn flour for dusting. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to work on is the rabbit's body. So I'm just going to take some of that grey gum paste. So for the size of my rabbit, mine is going to be fairly big because he's going to sit on top of a 6-inch cake. So for his body, I'm just going to take a ball of gum paste, which is about 2 inches in diameter and just sits in the palm of my hand, and I'm just going to roll that out so that it's a perfect ball. What I'm going to do is just taper this down so that it's wider at the bottom and then thinner where his neck is going to be. So I'm just going to take the ball and just start to roll that with the bottom part of my hand, just so it goes into a slight cone shape. Once you're happy with the shape of that, all I'm going to do is just push my finger into there, and this is just going to create a little belly at the front, and I'm just going to stand that up. Now you may just want to push on the top just to flatten that out slightly, and that is where we're going to join on his head. I'm then going to take my wooden skewer and I just want to trim it down so it goes all the way through his body, and just leaving about 2 centimeters at the top for us to slide his head on. I'm then just going to pop the end of that just in some edible glue so it will just pull that through as we push it in. Okay, so I'm just going to pop his body to one side just while we work on his feet. Okay, so for his feet, we want to make these look like 2 paws at the front. So I've got 2 identical balls of the grey gum paste, and these measure just over 1 centimeter in diameter. Just on one side, just push down with one of my fingers just to taper that, just as we did his body. Once you've got this slightly tapered pear shape, I'm then just going to push down on that bit. I'm then going to take the back of my craft knife and just push it in 2 grooves, and this is just going to give it that appearance of a paw. I'm then going to pop that down and just using my ball tool, just going to push it in, make a slight indent. I'm then going to do exactly the same on the other one so that we have 2 identical feet. I'm then just going to take 2 small balls of the lighter pink gum paste, and I'm just going to roll those out and flatten them on the palm of my hand. I'm then going to use my small rolling pin to make them a slight oval shape. I'm then just going to take some edible glue and just pop a small amount in one of those dips and just put that in place. And I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. I'm then going to bring back in the body of my rabbit, and I just want to attach these to the bottom just at a slight angle. So I'm going to pop some edible glue just onto the back of those feet and just pop those into place. Okay, so for the rabbit's head, I'm just going to use another ball of the grey icing. Now this one is slightly smaller and measures about 1.5 inches across. So all I'm going to do is just flatten that down slightly. So this area at the side is going to be his cheeks and coming up to the top of his head. So I just want to make sure it's flat at the bottom where we're going to attach his neck. So I'm just going to use the 2 edges of my hands and just pull that in slightly just to create that slightly tapered shape at the top. Now my head is slightly oversized just because I think this allows it to look a little bit cuter, and what I'm going to do is just push that head onto the skewer but then remove it just so that we have the hole at the bottom. Now the reason that I'm not going to sit it on the body straight away is because I just want to allow the body to dry as much as possible, because if the gum paste or the icing that you're using is still quite soft, then the the weight of the head is just going to push that icing down. But this allows you to have the hole in the bottom, so we know that it will just slot straight on. First thing that I'm going to work on is the front of his face. So we'll have his little mouth and his nose. So first of all, I'm just going to take a small ball of gum paste. Now this one is just slightly larger than the balls that we used for his feet. And all I want to do is just roll that slightly and then just push on that, flatten it down. Pinch the bottom slightly between my fingers, and this is just going to flatten down that back just so that it will fit flush on top of the front of his face. I'm then going to create a small mouth at the bottom. So I'm just going to take my tool, which has this little scoop, and I'm just going to push that in to the bottom of the gum paste and just pull it out. I'm then going to take the back of my craft knife, and from just above where the mouth has been created all the way up, I'm just going to put a dent. I'm then going to take my light pink gum paste. First of all, I'm just going to take a really teeny tiny ball, and this is just going to go inside his mouth. I'm then going to use the end that we used to create the mouth and just push that in. I'm then going to take another ball of the light pink, and I'm just going to hold that between my two thumbs and my first finger, and I'm just going to push on that just to create a triangle shape and just flatten that down. I'm then just going to add a small amount of edible glue and just pop that into place. And I'm then going to take a very small piece of white and just add a light spot onto his nose and just glue that at the bottom of his face. And it's going to create his eyes. So I've just got two identical balls of black, and I'm just going to use the end of a cocktail stick to push in where I want his eyes. And I'm going to use my very small ball tool and just push that in. Once I've got the position, create two little eye sockets. I'm then going to fill those eye sockets with a small amount of edible glue and just drop those black balls inside. Now I want to put two small eyebrows, so I'm just going to take a very small amount of that black gum paste and just roll it out very thin. I'm then going to use my craft knife and just cut off two pieces which are about 2 to 3 millimeters. I'm then just going to roll those on their own just so that they've got two little points on the edge, and I'm going to pop those little eyebrows on. I'm then just going to finish off the front of his face, just giving him some rosy cheeks. So I've just got the dusky pink tint here, and I'm going to take a paintbrush and just pop on the sides where his cheeks will be. Okay, so for his ears, I've just created this small template out of cardboard just so I know how big they need to be. I'm just going to take some more of that grey gum paste and just roll that out to about 3 to 4 millimeters, and I'm going to cut out two of those ears. All I'm going to do is just soften that so that they're quite curved. Now on one of the ears, what I want to do is make sure that it's softened and curved on both sides, because I'm going to bend one of them over so it looks like his ear has just flapped down. And I'm just going to use my ball tool and just run this up the center, just so we can add some lighter pink inner ear and it will sit inside. What I'm going to do is just take my template and just cut off a small amount around the edge just to give me the shape, the inside of the ear. I'm just going to roll out some of the light pink gum paste, and I'm going to roll this one fairly thin just because I want it to sit inside of his ears. And once you're happy with those, I'm then just going to place some edible glue just in the center and pop those down. I'm just going to trim the bottom off just so both the grey and the pink bit will attach to the rabbit from the bottom. For the one where we soften the front and the back, all I'm going to do is just pull that ear down. I'm then going to take my cocktail stick and just break that in half, push that into the inside of the ear. So to attach my two ears, all I'm going to do is use my small ball tool and just push two indents into the top of his head. I'm then going to pop some edible glue to the bottom of that ear that's going to stand up. So for the other ear, I'm going to make my cocktail stick a little bit smaller just because it's only going to need to go in a tiny amount, and just also push this one into place. So I'm going to bring in my two pieces and I'm just going to add some more edible glue just to the top of his neck and up that wooden skewer. I'm just going to slot that head onto his body. So the next thing that I'm going to do is add his two arms, and then we're going to create the balloon which he will be holding. For his arms, I'm just going to take a fairly large ball of the gum paste and I'm just going to roll this out into a sausage shape. Now once you're quite happy with the thickness, I'm just going to taper down one end, and this is going to be the top of his arm. Now I'm just going to place that on and work out how long his arm needs to be. I'm then going to round off that end and push down to create his hand. Now I'm going to take my craft knife and I'm just going to cut into that and cut out a small triangle. And what this is going to give us is a thumb and the rest of his hand. So I'm just going to work my fingers around that just to soften that up. I'm then going to use my two fingers and just run that around where his wrist would be. Now I'm fully aware that rabbits usually have paws and not hands, but I need to give him some hands so that he can hold the balloon. I'm going to create another identical one for the other side. Okay, so now I've created the hands for both sides. I just want to work on the left hand side just so we can make it look like he's able to hold a balloon. So I'm just going to flip the hand over and just using my ball tool, I'm just going to flatten it out, would be the palm of his hand. I'm then also going to take my pointed tool and just push a V into that inside of his arm, and this will just allow us to put a bend in there. So I'm going to attach his two arms to his body. So the first one I'm just going to pop on, and the second one exactly the same, but I'm just going to bring it in front of him slightly. So once his arms are attached, I'm just going to create the balloon which he's going to be holding. So I'm going to take the dark gum paste, which is about 1 inch in diameter. I'm then going to taper the ball exactly the same as I did his body. Now what I'm going to do is attach my wire, and I just want to check that when that is placed against the rabbit, the balloon isn't going to be too long. So I'm just going to trim this down, and I'm also going to take my rounded end pliers and I'm just going to create a loop in the end. If you have a kitchen blowtorch, you can just heat the end of the wire and push this into the gum paste, and all this will do is just melt the gum paste around the wire and just secure it in place a lot quicker than if you were waiting for the glue to dry. So to finish the balloon, I'm just going to take a very small ball of the gum paste and just roll that into a ball, which I then flatten. I'm then going to thread this on to the end of the balloon. So I'm going to take another small ball of the gum paste, and using my modeling tool, which has a cone on the end, I'm just going to push that into the ball. I'm then going to use my pointy tool and just push on that end in various places, thread this on over the wire. So all I want to do with the balloon is just thread it through where his hand is, so he looks like he's holding it, and I'm just going to rest the bottom on his foot just so it looks like that's where the end of the string is. I'm then just going to lay the balloon up against the side of his ear just so it looks like he's holding it. I can then secure it in place. I'm going to add a little bow on the side of his face. So for the bow, I'm just going to roll out my dark pink gum paste so that it's fairly thin, so around 1 millimeter in thickness. I'm then going to cut out 2 strips. The first one is going to be around 1 centimeter in width and about 5 centimeters in length. I'm then going to cut out a smaller piece, which is about 0.5 centimeter in width and about 1.5 centimeters in length. I'm then going to turn over the longer strip and just place on some edible glue in the center. I'm then going to pick up each of the ends and just bring those into the center. I'm then going to use my 2 fingers and just push on the 2 sides in the middle just to create bow shape. I'm then going to use the tiny strip to wrap around the center and turning the whole bow over just to secure that at the back. So I'm going to bring my rabbit back in, and I'm just going to attach this at the side of his neck. I'm then just going to finish the rabbit off just with a small ball of white gum paste, and I'm just going to use my pointed tool and just work that into the gum paste just to make it look quite fluffy. I'm then going to pop on a small amount of edible glue just onto the back of that and just attach that onto the back of the rabbit just to give him a little tail. So here we have the finished bunny rabbit cake topper. Now I really hope you've enjoyed this video and will enjoy making your own cake topper. If you have, then don't forget to give this video a like, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, then don't forget to subscribe. You can also hit the notification bell next to the subscribe button, and this will just alert you every time a new video is uploaded. I'll also put a link in the description below to all my social media so you can follow me there and keep up to date with the cakes that I'm making. Bye!